Bankruptcy court rules customer funds deposited with Celsius belong to Celsius. Coinbase reaches a $100 million settlement with New York. And every G7 country has reached the developmental stage for central bank digital currencies. That and more on the CoinSense Crypto Wire, your regular update for news and events regarding Bitcoin, Ethereum, the other digital assets, and the greater global geopolitical scene at large. Today is January 5th, 2023. A United States judge has ruled that customers of Celsius's interest-bearing Earn product have turned over control of their assets to the bankrupt crypto lender, meaning they are part of the company's bankruptcy estate. Customers of Celsius had hoped to recoup their funds from the company, but Judge Martin Glenn stated that the company's terms of service made it clear that it took possession of the crypto assets deposited into the Earn product. The ruling will have ramifications for cryptocurrency investors using similar products on other platforms, several of which have also entered bankruptcy in the recent months. Cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase has reached a $100 million settlement with the New York Department of Financial Services over its failure to adequately address its anti-money laundering programs. Coinbase will pay a $50 million fine and invest $50 million into its own compliance program over the next 2 years, while it will also be required to work with a third-party monitor to ensure its efforts are effective. The Department of Financial Services found that Coinbase treated the onboarding requirements for customers as a check-the-box exercise and had not carried out sufficient background checks on new users. According to the Atlantic Council, all G7 economies have progressed to the development stage of a central bank digital currency. The council found that 11 countries have fully launched a digital currency, and China's central bank digital currency pilot is set to expand to most of the country in 2023. The establishment of central bank digital currencies is aimed at improving cross-border payments, mitigating financial crime, increasing financial inclusion, and addressing risks posed by other forms of digital currency. So far, roughly a dozen central bank digital currencies have been launched, with a further 17 in the pilot phase and 72 in the research and development phase, according to a tracker from the Atlantic Council. The United States Federal Reserve, the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, and the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency issued a joint statement warning banks of the risks of dealing with cryptocurrencies. The statement lists several risks, including the possibility of fraud and scams, legal uncertainties, and inaccurate or misleading representations and disclosures made by some crypto companies. The statement advises the use of open, public, decentralized networks also carries its own set of risks, including the lack of governance mechanisms and the vulnerabilities to cyber attacks and outages. The statement notes that banks are not prohibited from providing banking services related to cryptocurrencies as long as they comply with the law. Cryptocurrency payment company Wire and Web3 co-working space Empire DAO have both announced plans to wind down their operations amid the ongoing crypto winter. Wire has let go of several employees and is said to be planning to liquidate and terminate services, while Empire DAO has ended its tenancy in its Manhattan location and will look to move elsewhere. Cryptocurrency banking firm Juno has advised its customers to self-custody their digital assets or sell them for cash as it works to migrate client funds to a new custodian. The move comes as Juno's current custodian Wire prepares to wind down its operations in the coming weeks. A cybersecurity team called DDoB discovered a vulnerability in Uniswap's universal router, a mechanism that enables users to transfer NFTs and cryptocurrencies together. The vulnerability allowed a third party to inject code and withdraw money during the routing process. According to Uniswap, the issue is now fixed. The fix was applied before the universal router gained widespread use. All funds of Uniswap users are safe, and Uniswap paid a bug bounty to the team at DDoB for discovering the vulnerability. You've just listened to the CoinSense Crypto Wire for January 5th, 2023, brought to you by Coinsense.com, a free-to-use sentiment analysis website offering unique insights into the cryptocurrency markets.